Hey traders, welcome back to another Pip Breakdown video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you go and you hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for all the other trading videos that I release, informational and all. So the way this video is going to work, this is the Pip Breakdown video number 15. So this is the 15th week we've been going at this, staying updated with the Telegram, staying updated with here on YouTube with where the market is going. So if you need a refresher on last week and how that all worked out, either check the description below, get into the Telegram. So what I'll be talking about in this video, if you're interested to learn how I exactly analyze the price, my perspective on the market, just go to my website, thepipacademy.com, and you'll be able to see exactly how I do it, exactly my trading method, and you can have it all for free. So make sure you tap in and we'll get that right now. Or you can just check last week's Pip Breakdown video and get updated like that and see what we're going to do for this week. Other than that, what we're looking for, we're starting on the major currency, AU, okay, Australian US dollar. What are we doing? So we're getting lower low structure. It's very, very simple, right? We're getting that lower action, and we completely broke through that last support last week. So now our opportunity is always this. We're going to either have enough momentum to continue straight down to the next support, or price will go back, retrace a little, and then try to find more momentum to keep coming in. You know, it needs more sellers to flood in the market before we can really push downwards. Okay, so and this support area is spanning back a long time. Spanning back just about February 2009, March 2009, just around there. So it's a really old support that we're going back to. We obviously have to see how the candles will react, but I'm doubting right now that we're going to break through this area. This area looks like it is 150 pips wide, so there can also be a lot of consolidation within this area, just as buyers collect themselves and, you know, all the sellers kind of fall out of the market, because, you know, there's a lot of sellers either holding from this support break here when you got this formation, right, going back in with this support. So you just have a lot of sellers and buyers rearranging their orders and things like that, and that's going to be the reflection of it. Okay, so for EU, with the last update, we were right here 5 candles ago. We were right here at the support, so we knew we can either consolidate from this area, or we're just going to flood right through, or we're going to reject back to the upside. So we consolidated for a very long time here, just about the whole week in the support area, and now we're now leaving that support area, headed back to the next resistance. And then from there, we'll see whether buyers and sellers are coming up. If we get a close above the resistance, we go to the next resistance. If we get sellers coming in at this resistance area, we'll fall back down. That's the reason why these projections are like this. Just in the same cases here, if we get a red candle closing below this support area, we're going to look to take short positions down to our next level, which is just here at 1.055. Now the next chart, which was really moving last week, which was GU, the pound was really active last week. What we can see here is from the last 5 days, we started up here, we got that red candle rejection of the resistance. From there, what do we look to do? We're always going to look to sell. Whether you're doing this from the daily time frame or you're going down into smaller time frames to capitalize on them, it still stands that you can capitalize on these opportunities from support to resistance, resistance to support. So we can see we got that green candle. So like Monday's candle, we're going to look to buy, and we'll see how price reacts to this resistance zone once it gets back there, if it gets back there as well. And then from there, we just have all these projections. If we do come through and fall through this support area, both of these support areas actually, 1, 2, if we fall through them, I will not trade from this support to this support, just because, like I mentioned in the other videos, when there's too tight of a range, I can't really pick a good amount of pips there, and there's everything like that. So I'll wait for us to either be above this area like we are now, or just be completely below it before looking to take another short position. We'll be looking for this, right? That'll be our next support. That'll be our next support area there. Next chart on the list, NU. Okay, we've been bearish on this as well. If we go the last 5 candles, 2, 4, 6. So we're right here on the last candle, still bearish formation. Lower lows, right? We can see lower lows are definitely there, right? And even before last week's push downwards, which shows us that the trend is continuing, we had previous market structure, and then our red candle at the resistance, showing us that sellers are there, and we can sell from there down to the next support area. So just looking out for next week, seeing how we got a green candle there, we can go back up to the resistance, either resistance 1 or resistance 2, and then we'll look for sellers to start coming back in there and have another push back down to the downside. Area 1 is the support that we're sitting at now. Area 2 is if there's a lot of sellers that flood back into the market. So the US Canadian played out from that resistance to the support area, following by the red candles as well. It was a lot of consolidation in here. If we just go down to the 4-hour time frame, let's just check out what this looks like. I'm sure it's a mess. So really we're going from resistance. So really we're going from resistance to the support area that was down here. We did get there, but it might have seemed like a really rocky road for the traders that were in that trade, right? Only really getting there on Friday's candle. Other than that, the next pair, USD Swiss, what did we do? From the last video, we did run up to the next resistance. So we hit that area 5 candles ago is when we did our last update. And you can see the pressure slows down. I talk about this in the trial video and details in the candles, that you can see the momentum shifting in the candles. We go from bearish trying to come in, and then we got a smaller green candle in comparison to the others, to the most recent, and then smaller green candle, followed by a really big red candle. So this is just showing you sellers are trying to creep themselves in, and they do. And so from there, once we get back to this next support area, then we can just see sellers come back in, crash below the floor. And if that does happen, we'll go to the next support. And if buyers manage to hold this area, this floor area here, we'll then go right back to the next resistance. Okay, so really as simple as that. Now USD Japanese yen is on just about the same boat, and I knew that there was a lot of news that came out this week that supported the Japanese being weak, which sent this price up. And I believe the news was something along of the coronavirus. You know, they have to clean off their phones and they have to clean off their cash just so that they can like disinfect the cash, and some cash has to be, you know, they're just not doing the best. The spread of the coronavirus would just be what indicated this price to go up. But as we can see from looking at price, we were above this resistance area, and I know we were sitting on top of this support area. And I know from the last video I was short. Yes, that trade did not work out. That video is posted, or if not, it will be posted really soon. So as we can see, nonetheless, we stayed on top of the support, which is big. With this big bullish candle here, we then can anticipate the next day to be bullish as well, to the next resistance area. As we could see sellers are trying to come in. This support area is very old as well, from the beginning, from around the ending of April 2019. So we're back in this area. We see sellers coming in. We're going to wait to see. We can look at the other pairs and see whether sellers are trying. Sellers are definitely trying to come in. So we can look to definitely sell USDJPY next week, probably down to this next support area. Then we will be looking for buyers and sellers to see how they're reacting to everything, you know, how the buyer's feeling, how the seller's feeling, and we try to ride with the bigger momentum. So that's it for this video, guys. If you liked it, make sure you drop a comment and you hit the like button and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video that I'll be releasing on these. If you want all of the currencies, I do go through all of the majors and minors. If you do want to see them, just click the link below, get in the Telegram group. Also, just a quick reminder as well, if you do want to know how I trade, how I go through and do all this, the free course on my website literally goes and explains this whole thing. So that's it for this week, guys. I'll catch you on the charts.